Do my glasses make me look smarter? Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a fun video, basically 3 ways that you can make your tax return work the best for you. Okay, so if you're like us, you probably do your taxes like we try to do our taxes as soon as we can because why not? Generally, we get a return every year. Sometimes we have to owe like a state and then get a federal. So we actually ended up doing our taxes like mid-February, which was really nice. Gosh, I can't believe it's already March. Anyway, but I want to kind of tell you what we normally do and give you some suggestions. If you like, you know, you get this money back, it's burning a hole in your pocket, you want to go buy the newest, coolest, greatest thing, but just hold on a second because you want to make sure that money is working for you, especially if you're like us and trying to live more frugally. So the number one thing that we tend to do to like one of the first things that we like to do with our tax returns is we tend to try to pay off debt. So due to, you know, pandemic stuff, we obviously, luckily enough, we had a savings, which we've definitely gone through a big chunk of it. And so we do have a little bit of credit card debt still left over from, we had some, not health, well, yeah, we had some health like dentist work that needed to get put on it. And we also ended up flying back to the Midwest for a family situation emergency last summer. And of course, plane tickets are not cheap. We're not cheap. And so we are going to be paying off credit card debt with our tax return. And so one of the things that because the biggest thing about credit card debt too is it has like the highest interest rate. So that is the kind of our next debt that we want to tackle because of course it's got a higher interest rate than like your other loans. And it's not secured as opposed to like a car loan or house loan because those tend to have collateral behind them. So they're a little bit easier to, they're normally lower interest and a little bit, you know, sometimes more reasonable payments. It depends. So number 1, pay off debt. Number 2, start or increase your emergency fund. If you are doing pretty good on your debt and you don't have to worry about paying anything off, put some of it into savings and start an emergency fund. I know we're not huge Dave Ramsey people, but we have done that process and he says like 3 to 6 months of expenses is a fully funded emergency fund. Now we've been close to that, but never fully there. So that's going to be, don't mind my dog, she's just always got to be next to me. So we are going to, so we normally put as much money as we can in our savings, and hopefully one of these days we will get to a fully funded emergency fund. But of course it's been kind of hard the last year or so. So, and then number 3 is to maybe put it towards home improvement. So putting in a garden, doing some landscaping, even doing, you know, depending on how much you get back, doing a few you know, upgrades to things in your house. So my husband's really handy. And so we are able to do a lot of things like with him doing the labor. So that's been really nice. And so what we are doing, and I guess my bonus tip number 4 is we are actually splitting things up this year. So we're going to put half of our tax return on some credit card debt to kind of pay that down to more reasonable. And then we're going to use the other half to do some home improvements. So our goal this year is to try to get a garden going. We are debating on building a greenhouse because that's also going to go along with one of our ways that we try to live more frugally, for lack of better words, because having a garden, growing some of our own vegetables, I'm kind of hoping to get into canning this year. We will see. It kind of depends on, you know, with 4 kids, how much I can get done. As you can see, it takes me months to get back into filming because I got a busy family, if you know what I mean. So I hope those tips are helpful. Those are kind of the ways we do it. We generally start with trying to get debt paid off. And then if we have anything left over, it generally goes into savings. And then if we have like a project or something that we are looking to do, and now that we have our property and we built our house, like there is a long list of projects that we want to do. So in an effort to live more frugally, those are kind of the 3 rules that we follow with our tax returns, because in some ways it's nice because we generally get money back. I mean, having a lot of kids kind of helps with that, but I hope that was helpful, and I hope that, you know, tell me guys if you want to in the comments below what you're planning on putting your tax return this year towards. And thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you all next time.